everybody, it's Kelly from LOCH BRIAR Knits, and this is episode 76, I believe, of the LOCH BRIAR Knits podcast, coming to you from a very cloudy, previously rainy Nova Scotia, Canada. So, for all you returning viewers, let me tell you my tale of woe. I should just So, we're out at the schooner house, obviously, and it never fails anytime we come out here in the weekend. I usually forget one or two things, and it's usually nothing major. But this time I forgot my straightening iron. Now, I have kind of wavy, sometimes curly in spots hair, and we live in a fairly damp climate a lot of the times. We're right on the ocean. So that means my hair likes to frizz. And so I just straighten it, and that kind of keeps things under control. So there is no control going on here at all. So I have a little ponytail holding this back because it was I got these straggly bits here. That's gonna be my day. So we're just gonna park the vanity at the door, because I almost thought, I can't podcast like this. I mean, my God. And then I was like, ugh. It'll go well with the growing skunk line I got going on here. So we're just gonna go with it. So welcome to all the returning viewers. Welcome back to the madness. And to all the new viewers, thank you so much for checking us out. I promise if you come back, I will try to look more presentable the next time. And this is, I think I said episode 76, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on that one. So administration everywhere you can find me is going to be in the drop down bar down below. And I will try to remember to put any links of stuff I talk about down below as well, or list what it is, blah, blah, blah. But I usually show it up on the screen anyway if I'm talking about patterns or things like that. But if there's something you have any questions about, just shoot me a message down below and I'll get back to you on that. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll get for admin. Let's get into it. I have a hoe. Yes. I was gonna say, wait. Yep. So I decided I have not touched my Galliano socks in a few weeks. I needed something mindless. It's been a rough couple weeks here in Nova Scotia, and I think I just needed mindless knitting. So I cast me on also it's not as sunny, so I'm hoping the lighting works, but we'll see. The window's right there, so I'm hoping we're all right. I cast on a vanilla sock, and I have no idea. My messy cake. Yarn barf. I do not know whose yarn this is. There was no tag. I couldn't find a tag. I have no clue. If you recognize this yarn, or if you're a hand dyer and this looks like it's your yarn, let me know, because it is stunning. I love it. So it's almost like a sagey base with, I want to say, some grayish undertones, and then these pops of kind of a rustic red color, not like a super bright, but let's see if I can find a spot there. I don't know if that's really showing. I don't know how well our light's going to be today. We're rolling with it. So I think if I turn it that way, you can kind of see it a little better. So I finished these last night and I love them. And the yarn feels, it almost feels like it may be BFL. I think it may be BFL because it's a little like tougher. It's not as soft as like the superwash merino and nylon. So it feels like it might be BFL. I could be wrong. So this was just like straight up. I didn't do the twisted rib this time for the, I just did the 2x2 cuff because again, I just wanted mindless. And after doing the the twisted rib hem on my Riff Sweater, which I'll show you in a few minutes, I was kind of over the twisted rib for a little bit. So I love the look of it, but I was just like, nah. We're just going 2x2 rib. And then I do the Eye of Partridge heel, and I kind of messed up the heel a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. It's a little kind of wobbly right there. I'm not entirely sure what I did, but so let's see, Eye of Partridge heel, and then just, I usually go until I have 14 stitches. I used to do 12, but I'm kind of liking a more of a rounded toe than kind of a pointy toe. So I did 14 stitches left, and then I just Kitchener stitch it. So I finished these last night while I was watching an episode of I Survived on, just on YouTube, I think. So a little uplifting TV. Anyway, so that's my hoe, and I've started the next sock. I cast it on about 30 minutes ago, and that's all I've got done, the cast on. But I'll probably work a little on those today. So that's just in my Fringe Supply bento bag. Bloop. Sound effects. Why not? Then the other thing, which technically I think would also be a hoe, it may even be a little more than a hoe, is I finished the body of my childhood sweater. Let me see if I get the front. I know this is the front because I tried it on. So let me see if I can smooth back. So let's see, shoulders. So this is about the right length. This is kind of exactly where I like my sweaters to hit, which is, well, this one's a little higher. It's also kind of jacked up a bit because of where I was sitting. So I think, let's go there. There we go. Because I think I was kind of measuring it against this one. Yeah, that's right. There we go. Now it's going to stretch a little, I think. It'll stretch a little when I block it out. I'm not going to aggressively block it or anything because it fits really well. The way it is right now. I don't want to mess with that. So next up, I've got to pick up the armholes. Now, to me, these armholes look really large. On the other hand, I have kind of bigger arms. So, as do all the women in my family. Genetics. Woohoo! So I'm not too worried about that, and that will leave me kind of like, that's one thing I like about this is I've got enough room. I don't feel like the arms are like strangling me, you know what I mean? So I think we'll be fine. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna pick up the sleeve of this right now. I should, but then the other part of me is thinking, I can't wear this right now. And then the other part of me is thinking, but I really want to get this off the needles and keep moving on to something else, because I have a lot of sweaters that I really want to knit right now. So, and it's just sleeves. Like, I don't mind doing sleeves. I don't find like I don't feel like I get stuck on Sleeve Island. I did kind of feel like I was stuck on Body Island for a little while, but at the same time, it's just straight stocking net stitch. I think the one thing I don't like do about sleeves is trying to pay attention to when I should do the decreases. I just want to knit straight. But then I'd have like poofy sleeves. But I love this. It's I love it's so soft. I love the color. This is the Lost Lake Heather in Knit Pick Stroll Tweed. And I love the turtleneck. It's like a good height. I think I did it a little longer than what the pattern called for, because I like a good turtleneck. I don't want it like this one here. That's a turtleneck, but this one always flops down because it's very kind of light. I'm wearing my puntilla sweater again, as per usual, for the weekend. So anyways, this is all that's left is the sleeves. And you know what I did? I wanted to do these on my 9-inch or 12-inch circs, which I don't think I brought with me. So I may cast or pick up the stitches for one sleeve tomorrow when we get home. And just get it done. So that's the childhood sweater by AnkeStrick. I'll put that down here. And yeah, so that is another hoe. I think the body would be considered more than a hoe. It's a hoe and a quarter. It's my math. So I'm gonna be glad actually to have this off the needles, because I feel like it's kind of been languishing a bit, because I had a few mistakes and then I had to rip back, and then it was a bit of an ordeal. So next up, oh, and that's in my loop bag from my local yarn store. Put this back in here. Her mother makes these and they're beautiful. I have 5 of them, I think. And they're little, I love them because they fit the sweater, good sweater's quantity. And I love the drawstring and the handles. It's like perfect. It's like the perfect knitting bag. What else? Oh yeah, the rift. So these are kind of the 3 things. I'm trying to think. Actually, hang on. I'll switch gears for a second. I don't know if I put any more progress in this since the last time. I think I might have knit on it for a little bit after the last episode, but I can't remember. This is the Habitation throw by Helen Stewart. You might stretch this out. So I think I did. I might have been here. I can't remember. I should have checked. But this here is Loghouse Cottage Yarns. And then, get a little closer. This here, I've got a glare on my screen. I can't see what I'm pointing at. Was, actually, I can't remember what this one was. This might have just been a little mini I had. And I didn't have that much left of it, but I just used it up and did one section. And then I cast on this one, which this one is it was called Summer Berry colorway. And I did this up. I made a pair of socks out of this for my nephew. He had picked out the color that he wanted his socks out of. Pretty sure that was these ones. It's kind of hard to tell after they get balled up and I haven't made the colorway for a while. But, so I've only got, I think I only have one row. Yeah, one row. And what I'm doing, as you can see, there's no ends to be woven in, because what I'm doing is when I'm getting to the end of a colorway, I'm just doing the magic knot because it's a blanket, not a sweater. So I'm like, whatever, right? So this has kind of been my scrappy blanket project. I'm going to make it longer than what the pattern calls for. And I'm just going to go for as long as I feel like it. And then I'll start. I'd like it to be kind of like lap blanket size. So I've got a little ways to go yet. Oops, I think that totally just fell off down behind the chair. Yeah, it did. Okay, wait. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go for a bit and I'm gonna try to keep up with sort of the way I was doing it, like the kind of speckled and then a darker color and then sort of jewel tones and then speckle, semi-darker, not jewel tone. Okay, so I've messed up on this already anyway. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. Okay, well, anyway. I think, yeah, anyway. I didn't realize that when I was doing that. Anyway, so yeah. Or I'll change it up completely as I go. So that's that. And then the other thing I've been working on is the Riff Sweater by Jacqueline Cieslak. And I think I'm saying that right, but so that's her name there. That's the sweater. There's a lot of people knitting this right now, so you're probably familiar with it. I'm going to do the long sleeve version. And the thing I like about this is there is a lot of alterations that you can make. This kind of gives you a look at the long sleeve, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to make the length, I think, a smidge longer. Maybe not, because I plan on wearing it like over dresses. I think the lighting just got a little better. So that might actually be a good length, because then it's not kind of smushing the dressing. So I have a lot of kind of like longer flowy dresses that I like to wear in the summertime. But if I'm wearing them to the office, I just want something, because the office is air conditioned and it's cooler. Assuming we're back in the office by then. I think we'll probably, right now we're not, we're still working from home until the end of May. They extended the state of emergency in Nova Scotia to May 17th at this point. They did reopen the park and the trails with restrictions. Not allowed any playground equipment. You're not allowed like on the beaches or things like that. But I don't know if I agree with it. I kind of feel like we should all just keep the lockdown going because, you know, we're still getting new cases and I just don't feel like the curve's gone down far enough to start loosening some restrictions, since clearly some people haven't been following them anyway. So anyway, that's my rant. And this is my Riff Sweater. So this is being knit out of Elizabeth Davold. I think the light did get better. I should start this all over again. So this is the yarn, and the color it's in is, I don't know if they have a color name. I don't think they do. No, it's just color 179, but it's basically burgundy. So here's the yarn. You can see it's there. There, that's exactly the shade. If I go here, it kind of lightens up a bit, but that's about the shade it is. It's a silk wool blend. I think it also has some nylon in it. Maybe? Yeah, wool, nylon, and silk. So 45% wool, 35% silk, 20% nylon. And, okay, let's see if I can do this without dropping. There. So as you can see, once I get this all there, okay. So this is the front. You can see there was a lot of twisted rib. It's a split hem. And now I'm just on the body. But the great thing, one thing I really like, even though as much as I love just doing straight up stocking knit stitch in the body, I do love this, that there is this detailing going of twisted rib going up the side, and that's on both sides. So that's that kind of interrupts a good dog hair on it. It interrupts the straight around stocking stitch, but I really love the look of it, so it's worth it. And I really like how this yarn is knitting up. I ended up going down one needle size, I think, to get gauge. Or did I go up? I don't remember. No, I went down because I did the swatch with the size that the pattern called for, and then I found it a little too gauzy when I did the blocking. I kind of did half of the gauge swatch with the recommended needle size and half of the gauge swatch with this needle size, which I don't remember what it was. I don't know where did I put my glasses. These are 4.0 millimeter, which is US size 6, I think. So yeah, so this is where I am so far. Most of this part has been done probably a little in the evening yesterday, and then some more in the morning today. It's knitting up fairly quickly. I don't think this sweater is going to take long, especially where it's cropped as well. And this is a sport weight yarn, which I think is what it called for, sport or DK. I think it was sport. So yeah, so this is knitting up and I'm really enjoying it. And I think when I do the sleeves, I'm not going to do, I might just go kind of like to here, maybe more of a 3/4 sleeve where it's for the, probably more for the summer, spring, summer, early fall. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna work a little more on that today, but I am really enjoying it. And that is pretty much all I'm working on. Oops. This ponytail's getting a little loose. I'm obsessed with my hair. I think if anybody's watching the vlog, you may have gotten that sense. The other thing too is I switched over to my shampoo to Function of Beauty, I think it's called. And you can kind of like order it based on like these different criteria for your hair that you choose, and then they match up the, I don't know, whatever they do. They mix it all up and off it goes to you. And that has been so good for my hair. But I didn't bring that with me because I didn't want to bring the big bottles, and I had some of the New Wash shampoo here that I tried originally because I was trying to switch over to like no sulfate, no additives, no parabens, blah, blah, blah shampoo. And I liked the New Wash initially, but I didn't feel it was conditioning enough. And they say that the product is kind of a shampoo conditioner in one, which it, depending on your hair, may work. It didn't with mine. So I tried the Function Beauty, which does, and it's got a conditioner and shampoo, and it's beautiful. I love it. It smells lovely. I got the peach scent. You also get to pick your scent and your color, or you can go with no scent, no color. You totally get to customize it. That's what I like. This one was just kind of straight up, here's what you get. So anyways, I had it here because I don't want to waste it, right? So I thought, well, bring it out here. But I forgot to bring my conditioner because I had been using conditioner when I used it because it just wasn't conditioning my hair enough. So on top of the fact that I forgot my straightening iron and that it's damp out today, so it's super frizzy, it's also not conditioned, so it just feels like kind of... How's your hair today, Kelly? It's... It's a new language. So, anyway, my tail oil continues. But, I found, because I'm determined I'm going to teach myself how to do color work, and this isn't exactly the best picture to show you because I didn't print it off in color, but I'm going to try to get this up on the screen. This is the Glacier Park cowl by Boyline Knitworks, sorry. This is from back in 2016. So you guys may be familiar with it. I clearly was not. Let's see if I can try to see where I am in the screen. So that kind of gives you, hopefully, an idea of what it looks like. And then on the front page, there's a little drawing. So that seemed to me kind of fairly straightforward. I don't read charts. I'm dyslexic, so charts are not my friend, but I'm going to give it a shot and potentially create my own pattern. But I think what I might do, I color in the motifs with the colors I'm going to use. I don't have my colors picked out yet, and I think it's fingering weight if I remember. Is it fingering weight? Yes, fingering weight. So I'm just going to stash tie for it, and that's going to be my attempt, my first attempt at color work. And the other thing I'm going to do is the Breath and Hope shawl by Casapinka. So she had a thing going on, support your local yarn store, And if you purchased from your local yarn store that were participating, the yarn for it, they would send you a link and you can get the pattern for free. I actually paid for the pattern just because it just, I don't know, I just thought it was really nice of her to do, and I really want to support my local yarn store, but I also wanted to support her for doing that. So it's called Breath and Hope, and it looks, at first I thought, is that brioche? Because I haven't taught myself brioche yet either. And I don't think it is, based on like what it says, the skills you need. So I think it might just possibly be mosaic knitting, which is fine. I love mosaic knitting. And if it is brioche, that's fine too, because I'm saying I was going to teach myself and I haven't yet. So, but I ordered the yarn from my local yarn store, the Loop, and because they switched their store to online during the lockdown, and she had done all of these 2 skein sets, and there was one that caught my eye, but that one was sold out. And so I said, okay, well, I'll keep seeing, because she had a whole like array, every color you could think of. You'd be hard pressed for somebody not to find a duo of colors that they didn't like. But then I came across one further down, and she had called this one The Boss. There's also one above it called The Assistant, which I really, really loved, but that one was sold out. And the Boss one, it's like this, I want to say like a plum color, and then a kind of medium gray. So those 2 colors together, I absolutely love. And I think, I'm trying to remember whose yarns those were. I think it was Lichen and Lace, who was a local Atlantic Province dyer. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Lichen and Lace. If not, it was probably Evie Knits, because she had, I think those were kind of a lot of the 2 main ones in there. But I think the ones I ordered were Lichen and Lace. And now that I'm saying that, I'm thinking, or wait, were they? I'd have to go back and check. But yeah, so she had like a huge array of colors, and they were all like really great colors. And I was kind of going between about 3 different ones. And then there's another couple that were already sold out. So I was like, I don't want to wait too long, because I want to make sure I get a color combo that I really, really love. So I got the Boss one, and that'll definitely be in by next. I think I ordered that a week ago maybe, and then actually a few days after that, the fleece artist did a yarn colorway called Nova Scotia Strong, and it had the Nova Scotia flag colors in it, and they were donating a portion of the money to the Red Cross to help the families of the murder victims from a couple weekends ago. And the Loop, anybody who purchased the yarns through them, they were donating a portion of the sales also to the Red Cross. So I decided that I got a couple of the sock weight skeins, and then I think what I'll do is I will knit a pair for my sister and also a pair for my husband, because he's probably due up another pair of knit socks, and my sister's always asking me for knit socks, so I figure I'll do up a pair for each of them. So those will probably be in about a week as well. I think they just shipped, I think I just saw the shipping notification yesterday, so it'll probably arrive sometime next week. The mail's a little bit slower, but they're just literally across town. So that was I think that was my only 2 yarn purchases this week. I'm putting my latte a day money to good use. So that is about everything. I've kind of got things scattered all over the room now. So it's not too much to say in the way of chatter. I've been doing the vlogs, putting a vlog up every few days to once a week, depending on what's going on and if there was anything to actually vlog. We had snow last week. But we always get that one last blast in April, and I don't take my snow tires off until it comes and goes. So now that it's happened and we're into May, I'm a little more comfortable getting my snow tires off. I keep saying I'm gonna start getting back to my workouts, and instead I just keep pounding chocolate down my maw. But yeah, I'm starting to like really crave fresh vegetables at this point. It's like, I just want fresh vegetables. I mean, I still want chocolate, but I don't want it as much as I did originally. So I think I think I'm gonna wean off whatever I've got left and then not buy any more, and then try to get out a little more. And I'm walking the dog, but we usually do her in kind of like 20 to 30 minute spurts. And I'd really like to get out for a good 5K walk without the dog, because she likes to stop and sniff stuff and blah, 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 blah. And then every time we pass somebody, she wants to greet them, which, you know, she has no social distancing etiquette at all. So I'm like trying to wrangle her. So yeah, so I would kind of like to just be able to get out, you know, maybe like 20 minutes with her, 30 minutes with her, and then drop her off, and then maybe go and do like a 30-40 minute loop on my own, just to get things moving again. I feel very sluggish. But that's about it. That's really all that's going on. I'm kind of getting into the groove of working from home. I still don't like it really, but because it feels like you can't escape work because it's right there in your face all the time. But it beats not working, not getting paid. I'd like to not work and get paid. That would be ideal. But you know, so I can't complain that way. And I do go into the office about 1 to 2 days a week still to do like get the check run done, and then go back after everybody's signed and kind of get everything out in the mail and everything. So still doing that, and which gets me out of the house, because other than that I don't leave the house except to come here, and then we're in another house, but at least it's a change of scenery. So because my husband's doing all of the grocery runs and everything like that, I don't get to do any of that stuff. So yeah, so that's about it. I think that's everything. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm going to get this edited and get it up tomorrow. Today is what, May 2nd. So it should be up tomorrow, Sunday, May 3rd, and yeah, that is it. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I think it's on this side. If hitting like helps get the word out about the podcast, and hitting subscribe will let you know, like, I don't know why I moved my finger over here. Hitting subscribe will let you know when new episodes or vlogs are uploaded. Just click the little bell and you'll get a notification. And that is it. So thanks so much for stopping by. I hope you guys are all keeping well, and you're not going too shack-wacky, and you're getting lots of knitting done, or, you know, you're just kicking back and relaxing. I had all these ideas. I'm going to learn how to play the guitar. I did get my guitar tuned, and I did find a really good site with free guitar lessons. So, and then that was kind of it. I never have as many hours in the day as I think I do. And sometimes I just want to just kick back and relax. So I'm not pushing it. I'll get to it when I get to it. But I am enjoying getting a little more knitting done on the days that I can. And I'm looking forward to maybe getting outside and getting a few more walks in, or longer walks in, and doing a little more yoga, because my back, kitchen chairs to sit on. Oh, no. Don't do it for any length of time. And that's about it. So I'll let you guys go. Stay well, and I hope all of this is over soon. I hope everybody you know and love is doing well, and you yourself are doing well. And I will see you in 2 weeks' time here on the episodes and through the weeks on the vlogs. So until next time, happy knitting, and we'll see you soon.